What's good, everybody? It is Tony the Savant. Welcome back. Before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind, like this video, comment on this video, hit the notification bell on this video so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. A little bit of help goes a long way, and I just can't say big thank you enough for all of the people that have helped me grow this platform and continue to grow this platform. But once again, if you don't mind doing that, that'd be greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the work as the Western Conference Finals have just come to a conclusion. The Dallas Mavericks have defeated the Minnesota Timberwolves in impressive fashion, I gotta say. Did not see this coming. The Dallas Mavericks came into Game 5 and they blew the doors off of the Target Center. I believe that's the name of the Minnesota Timberwolves Stadium, but uh, led by none other than Luka Doncic, came in the first quarter, hit 20 points. In that first quarter, I think he went like 8 or 10 from the field, 8 of 11, if not a little better or worse. Just hot, man. I think he hit 3 or 4 threes, maybe even 5 in the first quarter. Luka just was on fire the first quarter. It did not matter what the Minnesota Timberwolves did. I sent a tweet out and said that the number one defense, my butt. You know what I mean? Luka was just toying with the Minnesota Timberwolves, and it was embarrassing a little bit, especially seeing how the Timberwolves went out on their home floor, especially seeing how the Timberwolves fought to keep their playoff lives alive after Game 4 to avoid a sweep. But there's so much to talk about with the Minnesota Timberwolves, and we're gonna get to that in another video. Just to run some stats by y'all with some notes that I made during the game. Luka was on pace to score 80 points. After that first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, if Luka scored 20 points every quarter of that game, we would be calling him Kobe Doncic or Luka Bryant. But he was just explosive that first quarter. Like I said, he ended with 36 points. So got 20 in the first quarter. Ended with 36. Very impressive. I didn't write down his splits, field goals, and all that kind of stuff. I just was making notes of the game. And I wanted to get this video out really fast. Game was over at halftime. Another note in my notes. So, as the score was 69-40. Now, with the defending champions, Denver Nuggets, they had a 20-point lead on the Minnesota Timberwolves, I believe, at half as well. And this is 29-point lead in the Dallas Mavericks case, but the Minnesota Timberwolves, I felt like they could have fought back, from that deficit. Would have been tough, would have took all that they had in the tank for sure. But the game was pretty much over at halftime. Again, down pretty much by 30 points. It was bad. It got bad really quick. Final score was 124-103. Kyrie scored 17 second half points, closing the door as usual, as he does. Kyrie and Luka both scored 36, combined for 72 of the 124 points. That's crazy. That means the other guys combined got 52, and Kyrie and Luka was able to get 72. My only concern about them is, they're going in the next round against Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who are also high-scoring, duo and a talented tandem, in their own right. They instead of dealing with one, elite scorer who's not even in his prime yet, you're about to be dealing with two elite scorers that's in their prime. So I'm interested to see if Kyrie and Luka can keep up this pace, because what they did in Game 5 was just jaw-dropping, how they was able to essentially beat the Timberwolves by themselves. Rookie Derek Lively now holds the NBA record. He went 16 of 16 from the field. Many of his, shot attempts come off alley-oops from Luka or Kyrie, if not another player. But nonetheless, 16 of 16 is very impressive. He only missed a shot, I think, 3 or 6 from the line. If I'm correct, he missed a couple shots from the line, but his field goal percentage was 100%. And now the rookie holds an NBA record. Very impressive for his resume. Those are all the notes I really made for this game, y'all. Like I said, we're gonna chop up this particular game tomorrow. and we'll dissect, a little bit more play by play game, quarter by quarter, what plays went down. I got some things to say about these Minnesota Timberwolves, but like I said, we're going to save it for the next few videos. But I just wanted to say congratulations to the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, of course. Just, all everybody in the media that was hating on Kyrie looks despicable now. Stephen A. Smith being a public enemy number one for me. But there was a lot of guys in the media, saying that Kyrie's career is over and this, that, and the third. No team should give him a chance. There was a lot of these guys in the media saying that. And to see Kyrie Irving back in the NBA Finals is wonderful. It took 8 years, but he's back. No. I believe he was in the 2017 NBA Finals as well with LeBron. But yeah, man, it took him some years, 7 years, but he's back. I'm happy to see him back. I'm happy to see that things worked out for him in Dallas, and that he's taken a liking to Jason Kidd and, Mark Cuban and Dallas culture. If Kyrie ended his career in Dallas, I wouldn't be mad at that, me personally, because just seeing Kyrie's evolution, all the different versions of Kyrie we have seen, each version being elite, don't take nothing away from that. Kyrie is a bucket. He's developed himself into a very respectable defensive player, and now even a respectable leader, in his own right. So like I say, I wouldn't mind seeing the Dallas Mavericks get it, but I got some thoughts, as far as this NBA Finals as well. So we'll chop it up that in the later videos. But again, shout out to this Dallas Mavericks organization. And one more point I want to kind of harp on was Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd in his playing days was one of my favorite players, man. Arguably, one of the greatest. I don't think I could say the greatest, of course. You got Magic and Stephen kind of going tick for tat for that. But definitely one of the greatest point guards, not arguably, one of the greatest point guards to ever lace up some gym shoes and play the game of basketball. We all, if you don't know about Jason Kidd's career, y'all, man, I strongly advise you go look at some highlights. You will not be upset. But to see this man win a championship with the Dallas Mavericks as a player, and now, the next time we see Jason Kidd in the NBA Finals, I'm not sure if he coached any other team. He might have coached the 2020 Lakers, been a part of that coaching staff at least. We see Jason Kidd back in the NBA Finals with the Dallas Mavericks, and this time as a coach. He won one with Dirk Nowitzki and that famous 2011 Dallas Mavericks team. That was historic in its own right. But Jason Kidd is back in the NBA Finals, this time with the Dallas Mavericks, but this time as a coach. So it'll be a great coming of age story, I guess, to see him win one as a Dallas Mavericks head coach. Just everything for the Dallas Mavericks, man. This team was a 5th seed. Made some very pivotal trades, to upgrade their team. Jason Kidd did not have this same roster at the beginning of the season that he has now. So to see how he was able to strategically make this team gel, whilst also giving Kyrie and Luka room to do what they do, and helping them develop to the next level. I got nothing but respect for Jason Kidd, man, and that was already in place before, from his playing days. Like I said again, one of my favorite point guards to ever lace him up. But yeah, man, 2023, 2024 Western Conference champions, the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic took the Magic Johnson Western Conference championship MVP award. And just kudos to him, man. Luka is the real deal. I already said in past videos that I got no more criticism for Luka. He has proven to me what I needed to see. And now, of course, I would like to see him get to a championship as well. I'd like to see him close the deal on the championship. But I believe if Luka can't do it this time, he'll definitely be back in the NBA Finals for sure. So, shout out to the Western Conference MVP. But that's all I got for y'all on that one. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please like this video, subscribe to this video, comment on this video. Also, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. That's it. That's all that I got for y'all on this one. Peace.